All right. So there on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my homie in the building. We got T-Gold.
Yes, sir. T
going on, King?
DripByGold. We all good, man. What's up?
Can't call it broski, man. Can't call it broski, man. So how's everything going for you, bro?
Everything going good. Trying to statue myself to what we getting at as far as DripByGold and DripByGold Productions, but everything going smooth.
Big facts, man. Okay. So let's get into the beginning, man. So you're originally from St. Louis?
Originally from St. Louis. Well, yeah, originally from St. Louis, you could say.
Okay. Born and raised there?
Not born and raised. Well, not born. Raised, but not born there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where you were born at?
I was born actually here in Augusta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet. And then you was raised up there?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your memory like history of back then when you were staying up there in Missouri?
Well, most of the time, it was me around. I'm the youngest. I'm the oldest down here in my biological family, but I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest down here, but the youngest up there. So, I'm around my big cousins, my older brother who stay in Houston now. We doing certain things, going to get Chinaman, going, not doing nothing absurd, but, because I was the youngest, they try to keep me out the way.
Right.
Plus, my pops ain't play that. So, we kept the mono, so, yeah.
Right.
But most of the memory I get up from there is basically, the lifestyle of being in the city and getting a city kind of feel and vibe, is different from down here, but,
Right. So it was a lot more faster up there as far as you remember than down here.
Yeah, it's a lot more faster just because of more people. They be on the same thing. Everybody love Gucci, man. They love Atlanta, Georgia rappers.
Really?
St. Louis really love a lot more Georgia rappers than you think. Yeah, so they listen to Jeezy, Gucci, them be mostly their favorite artists outside of Lil Boosie and Webby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during that time, St. Louis, so y'all mostly, for artists that's come from St. Louis, with Nelly, St. Lunatics, Chingy.
Hey,
Chingy was straight though, man. A lot of people, he had some hits. Man. But you was up there in St. Louis around that time when Nelly and all them was popping.
2006, 2007 for sure. I was a youngin', but I was definitely, that's when they was having the St. Louis versus St. Louis situation going on, where the city was against each other because all the crime was going on.
It was a lot of crime, during that time,
There was a lot of crime going on. They had, Ali and the St. Louis was heavily in the community at the time, and Nelly doing what he doing. A lot of people felt like, Nelly kind of left St. Louis, but, he's the reason why St. Louis is on the map.
On the map, right.
It got to be some kind of respect somewhere within that with Nelly, putting St. Louis on. But being an artist out of St. Louis, man, I won't even necessarily call myself an artist out of St. Louis. I'll call myself an artist that's from St. Louis.
From St. Louis, right.
Because more of my style has came from, the Southern culture and, what goes on around here. With me being a producer and producing a lot of these artists, my sound comes from them. Like, they're the people I record. To me, they're the future. So I just keep myself, conditioned by recording with these artists, trying to stay relevant. So when I record somebody, I know what the sound they want, going forward. So, but as an artist, if I could ever take that step, I will pop out as an individual artist, and they'll just have to know I'm a producer as like Pharrell or Timbaland or somebody. Like, they'll just come through our time like he produced music as well. So, but battle rap is, hopefully one day I could take a step in the battle rap. That's my main goal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So coming back to Georgia, so what made you move back to Georgia?
Meet my biological family. This is where I was born at, so I wanted to see where my roots came from and get to know people and, try to. And what's crazy is, they say you get more love in the city you ain't really from. And that's the kind of feeling that I get from Georgia and being in Augusta, not having no problems, not having to look over my shoulder constantly. Meeting good people, meeting people that stands on their business and not being in, they say wherever you're product of is where you're going to be around. So like if you're around millionaires, and you could possibly be around. So my environment changed to a certain extent. And so the people that's been around me, I'm starting to see that's where my growth is in. Because I used to put myself around, people that ain't want nothing in life. So, now it's kind of like, I'm seeing my growth from the people that I'm putting my fruits and labors in. So I see where I'm growing at, because I wouldn't be in this position dealing with the people that from my last habitat. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
Yeah.
Okay. And so getting down this way, so it was a lot easier for you when you got down here. It was a lot easier for you to adjust and, basically just,
coming to visit. I came to visit a lot before I moved down here, before I made the decision. I wasn't moving from St. Louis, by the way. I was moving from Greenville, South Carolina, but that's a whole different story.
Greenville, South Carolina.
That's where I met her at. So,
Okay.
That's coming from there to here and seeing how differently, because I was a man in Greenville. I was coming into my adulthood in Greenville, South Carolina, not in St. Louis.
Right.
That's just where I'm from.
Right.
But as far as like real life situations, all that happened in Greenville, South Carolina. So I kind of had experience from different places to know if I make this move right here for myself, that I have to be on point and do this and that. I have to have a direction. So before I even moved down here, I wasn't even recording music or recording people. I was morely just dancing in people's videos because I had a talent of dancing. So when I came down here, I got with a person that knew how to record, and he put me on using FL Studios. So from there, I just took it and ran with it, and me and certain people, that's pushing me. That's when I'm pushing them, they pushing me. So this is where we at.
Right. Okay. Big facts. Okay. So tapping into Augusta, getting into the music scene and stuff, you connected with a few artists and people that's in the city that's doing some stuff. And what's the name of the group y'all came up with again?
Well, it's morely of a group. It's just a brotherhood, but my producer's tag is DripByGold. So after a while, of me seeing, okay, I'm doing songs with these certain individuals outside of recording people, getting my money. Saying? These are the individuals that surround me that, I could call more than just somebody I record. Right. So I was like, with them fucking with me in a way, and me we just DripByGold, that's it, that's us. We ain't nobody up under me. It's more of a label / like team. That way, hopefully in the future we want to make it a label. Right. But I tried the whole team thing before, and I realized you gotta be around the right people, and it gotta be the right time, and right situation.
Right time, right situation, and it gotta make sense.
It gotta make sense. See, doing things off the humbug is what I was doing. Show here. Trying to put myself out there, but not doing it the right way. Not understanding the business.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
All right, so when you was, when your opinion, what is the way an artist promote themselves in 2022? Like, what is the standard way that everybody promote themselves? And let me know, and tell me, is that effective or not?
Well, we all gonna say social media. Right. We all gonna say social media, but within social media, that part is hard to understand. If you ain't been in that position, it's hard to, if you don't do your knowledge and your research on how to get there, it's hard to understand it in a way. Right. So for me, when I look at people that come out of nowhere and they got all these views and they have digital creating pages and stuff like that, I feel like before social media, how people got on was word of mouth. Right. So social media kind of in a way is just word of mouth through a visual standpoint. So to me, is how artists get their cell phone is morely of how far they willing to let somebody see themselves on an open aspect. Right. How much they're willing to let everybody into their life or what they're doing, or how much they're willing to put themselves out there. Right. When you talking about social media, we got guys that make 100 videos a day and post on the best 5 videos they got, and they do this every day. Right. Every day. Just facts. You know what I'm saying? Big facts. Yeah, you got Twitch, you got what is it? With the videos people be making off of.
To my Twitch.
Triller. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. You got Triller. You got so many different. You got TikTok. You got so many different, sources you can go off of. And in today's society, man, you don't even need. It's not like being in the studio and a label walk in and they want to check you out. Right. You can see it virtually from your phone sitting at your house. Right. So I guess as far as the artists getting on the stage, just the ones that put the time in to actually get themselves out there, right, on a virtual standpoint. Because that's what this all is. It's just virtual. People virtually getting paid. People virtually signing deals. People virtually, doing any and everything. So just how much a person, if the people like him too. So that's my standpoint on that.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer. Yeah, facts. All of the facts, man. Big facts. Yeah, I said all that's true. To piggyback off that, I say the artists they do mostly when they do the basic kind of promoting wise is they do the recording, they do the song, then they do the video, then they put it out on social media, YouTube, and then they do shows, and then they do that same process over and over and over, and then realize like before you know it, you done did like 8-9 songs like that, and none of them went anywhere. Because of the traction, you didn't put enough traction into the records. You know what I'm saying? Because these days now, hits come fast as hell. Yeah, they do. You know, hits don't last like they used to. To do back then.
So you could be relevant today and nothing tomorrow. Yeah. But what I feel about that though, too, understand on the way, is a lot of people they be too in tune of what somebody else gonna feel about what they're saying.
Right.
If you know what you're doing is relevant, just put it out there.
Facts.
Like, I'll just put it out there. I mean, Lil Pump made a song, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, and that's really, in my opinion, that was 2018, that's what opened this world up of all these TikTok different, because making dances, like, it's easier nowadays, to be independent with what you do.
Right.
You got the guy on TikTok, he makes songs and he's a platinum artist, but he ain't signing nobody, but he became noticeable off of making funny videos on TikTok. Can't think of the guy name.
Come on, the guy that just do this?
His name Jamat.
Yeah, the one that just he don't speak, he just do his hands?
Dude, he be making little funny dance videos. He light skinned, I think it's light skinned Monte. Skinny Monte.
And what he does on his videos?
He plays his song in the background, but he dances to him in funny ways. He did a Spider-Man, skit on Halloween, man. Like Spider-Man that broke into somebody's house, man. I wish I could show it to you, bro. I probably couldn't find him, but nah, it's people like that. He relevant millions.
Yeah.
I just be looking at certain people, man. If I could get in that kind of lane, man, that's a different kind of skill to have, to be on it like that.
Yeah.
Because the way he be looking, the way his body be shifting, and I'm like, I don't know if I want people to see that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, shit. That's the thing. You gotta think. A lot of success, like you said earlier, it go back what you said earlier. In order, everybody can blow up, but it's just about how much you willing to make yourself look like a fool in front of everybody, or how much you don't care about how you look or how you present your brand. Because a lot of people don't care about embarrassing themselves for views. Nah, you get what I'm saying?
Trolling is the way to it nowadays.
Yeah, it's terrible, but yeah.
Charleston White route, excuse me.
Yeah. So Charleston White. So what you think about Charleston White? You think Charleston White is like, you think he have a point sometimes, or you think he just overdo it or stretches it?
I never thought that I would be in the position to answer this question. My boy. I want to look at the camera and tell you, if you see it, if you don't see it. But nah, for real though, man. That buddy. What to say about that buddy? That's a good one, man. Let me think about that. That nigga. He be tripping, but he be speaking some real shit at the same time.
That'd be the crazy part.
But you know what? I can say this though. On a different kind of level, you don't know what goes through a person's head. You don't know what a person is thinking. You don't know what a person has been through, and you don't know what a person is dealing with. Right. Going through something and dealing with something are two completely different things. That's why I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, why I was taught growing up. But you don't never know what's going through a person's head in all reality. So whoever got that man doing that, and he see that he's making residual off of it, then
big residuals.
Bro, keep doing what you do to feed your family, man. I wouldn't, that's not a route I would take.
Right.
That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not, the things he do is not, I don't condone them. But I could, we could all, not all, but a lot of us logical ones could say the same thing about Donald Trump.
Right.
In a sense.
Right.
So, I don't condone what he do. I don't condone all that snitching ass shit, but hey, You know, he working with the police and doing all that. That's his business.
Right.
You know, if I could make $1 million with him doing something that got to do with my lane on what I do,
right,
then this is business.
Yeah, business.
So I'm gonna go with the smarter route.
Right.
So I don't care what people really think or the world think of. When you do what you do, we ain't in business for that.
Facts.
So as far as what he doing, shit, he's feeding his family.
Big facts.
He's building a foundation of what he believes in. So we don't have a lot of people out here doing that. So that's all I'm gonna say to that.
Big facts.
That's all I'm gonna say to that. So a lot of us niggas need to try different routes of what he doing, but the same tenacity of how he doing it.
Big fact. Big fact.
You know what I mean?
Big fact. So man, tragic news in hip hop, man. We lost Offset. We lost Takeoff. I don't know why I keep saying Offset. We lost Takeoff.
No. Yes, sir. We lost the man.
So, yeah, man. So what you think about that?
I got 2 months in my hand. Hold on. One of y'all gotta get this.
What you think about that?
I was on the phone with my boy Sky talking about this shit. As soon as it happened, we gonna have what I feel about it. I ain't gonna get it what the world gonna feel about it. How I feel about it, man, shit, that's part of the game nowadays. Right. I'm not even gonna get deep.
Right.
I'm not even gonna be the dude that's it's a whole conspiracy theorist and goddamn nigga got sacrificed. I don't really care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But to lose a legend like that, you know, a quiet dude, you know what I'm saying, that really stayed out the way, you ain't really hear much about what he was doing in his personal life. So to lose somebody on a not celebrity standpoint, but probably understanding what kind of person he was, you know what I'm saying, that's heartfelt. You know what I'm saying? You know, I pray for his family and stuff. My condolences, but.
So let me ask you a question. So the reason I asked that because it's like, you know, it's been a lot of, especially, you know, these past couple of years, been a lot of, you know, rappers murders these past couple of years.
Yeah.
And, you know, to a point where now rappers have to, you know, move carefully, you know, be careful how they, you know, when they step out, have enough security or have at least some people around them that can protect them. And then on top of that, then you also got to watch what you say online because you can get canceled.
Yeah.
So how you feel like, you know, rap is going to be in the next 5 years? You know, how's everything is going against it now?
What's going to happen in the next 5 years, how I feel is happening now. It's like, to a sense, if you look at it from what Kanye doing, it's like he's breaking, it looked like to me, he breaking away from something more than he's trying to prove something.
Right.
It looked to me like he breaking away from something. I feel like what's going on in the music industry now is everybody is tied down to a certain stick to one, like if it's the police, the feds, or whatever. It's just too much control over what an artist can do nowadays. So no matter who's the controller, who's controlling the controller, is just too much control over what goes on in the artist's lifestyle. And then the fact that when I say control, is on a different level because it's like an artist have to live a certain kind of way. An artist got to do something, like even the country singers, you know what I'm saying? They still have to keep themselves relevant in a sense.
Right.
And keep yourself relevant nowadays is like it's only one way. So I feel like that's almost controlled. I just feel like it's just all these artists is getting locked up and stuff like that. It's just, and seeing what the people that is prospering that's not going through those things, it's just like you just need to own yourself nowadays. Just need to own everything in yourself. You don't need to be up under nobody.
Big facts. Big facts. Or unless if you don't, I say stay independent. Meaning by stay independent, because these days now, you know, record companies now are basically, they operate the same. So meaning that when you signing a record deal these days, you basically, of course, you know, the money you get up front is the money you get until you actually make a hit. So whatever money you get paid for a record deal is the money that you gotta pay back, plus you use that towards your project, whatever, in order to, you know, pay that back, which is basically advance money.
Yeah.
So with these days now, with record companies not even signing artists no more unless you have a fan base, money, or you have that influence, or you have just so happen to have that single that just automatically captured the radio and every now and then, you know, that's with all labels. Because if you go to a label, I can call A&R right now and put them on the phone, and they'll tell you, like, well, what's your fan base look like?
Yeah.
Social media. They want to see, okay, we put money behind you. Can we get this money back from you? Because it's a gamble.
It is a gamble.
You know, music business is a gamble. You're not guaranteed to make no money, especially, you know.
And that's why I always take not to interrupt.
No, you good.
that's why I always take the term, when I hear people say they selling their soul, I don't look at it as technical as a lot of people do when they say selling their soul. I really feel like, in a sense, they're really selling themselves as a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're selling your brand.
Yeah, you're selling your brand. You're selling,
right.
who you
you're selling
are.
Who you are.
Everything you really work for,
right.
unless you're not working for nothing. You just want it for pure talent, and you just want to just get yourself out there. But when I'm talking about the people that have been working, they just probably tired of. They got the talent, obviously, if somebody wants them, but they've been doing this on their own for this long, and they now want to, you know what I'm saying? But there's artists that's doing that.
Right.
I'm not going to say their names in this interview, but there's artists out there that's been relevant for a while now. You're just hearing about them getting signed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So they've been on the shelf for a minute.
They've been out there. Like, they got songs with, like, platinum artists.
Right.
Like, I know you from this guy. I know you from that guy. I heard you on the song with this person. Why are you signing a deal to, when you're right. that relevant? I know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I tell people the easy way to get on is to just have money, connection. You gotta have money and connection. How an independent person can blow up, same way Fujiano or whatever, you know, or all the recent ones that just boogies and all that. All it is money. You have $50,000 where you can just blow on your career. You can easily do a couple features, and the motherfuckers around here think you done took off.
Yeah.
And then by you having features with well-known artists that's popping, you automatically tap in their fan base. You automatically gather up stuff, and that automatically boosts your numbers up, because if you already hard as fuck, and you getting on the track and you just slamming them on the track, like I tell people, these days now it's so easy to get on. It's just that everybody can't do it because everybody don't got that bag.
Nah.
Everybody ain't got $25,000 to pay for a feature. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's just to pay for the feature. You still gotta pay money to market that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you can't just get a feature from Kodak and just put it online and think that shit gonna blow by itself. You gotta put it out there, and you gotta get a video with Kodak. You know, you gotta make the most of that shit.
Yeah.
So that's how you get on so fast. Like, that's the fastest way to get on if you had the bag. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how you have companies where it takes one. You might have one dude where he has the bag, but he doesn't have no talent.
Yeah.
That's when he'll start signing artists and be like, well, shit, you know, there's a couple artists in the city that has that same person. They don't got no money. They just got talent like a motherfucker. But it's they nigga behind here that got the bag. He's the one paying for everything. It's his brand. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot. You know, that what happens a lot for us coming on these days. But
he used to always tell me, and you know,
it's that bad.
Nephew, learn the business side.
Yep.
Learn the business side before you keep making songs. He said when you learn the business side, you'll see a lot more what you're trying to get out of it. So since then, I went to Say Institute, try to learn more of the business side. Got a chance to meet Jermaine Dupri.
Oh, yeah, I met him too.
Yeah,
cool dude.
Cool people.
Yeah, gave me some information on. I met him in Savannah. Where you met him at?
Say Institute in Atlanta.
Atlanta, okay.
Yeah, Say Institute at college right there beside Hard Rock.
He's short as fuck too.
5'5", 5'6".
He's short as hell, man. I'm like, okay.
But his demeanor is all
man, he's a powerful dude, man. Business. You know, he's an icon, man. Like,
you can tell from the people that's around him too. Yeah, it's like everybody follows suit. That's
that same thing with him, bro. Like, you know, he ain't just pop up and have so death. He been in the game forever. He been in the game. He was a dancer at first. He was dancing for Houdini, the group that had Freaks Come Out at Night. He was, you know, if you go look at the video, you see little Jermaine Dupri ticking and shit. Cause he was real bad at that. Like, he was in all the dancers back in video. Cause he was pop locking and stuff like that. And he got into the music. And they wound up giving him his own little brand, his own record company. He signed because he was with Boyz II Men at one point. He was with Boyz II Men and stuff like that. As a producer, he was with Boyz II Men and them, and he was producer ABC, the group. They had a song Aisha and all that.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah, so and he fell out with them, and then he went over the other side, came to Atlanta, whatever, and they gave him Social Death, and he signed Criss Cross. So he found Criss Cross in the mall, just rapping, freestyling in the mall.
See, I would.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the type of, you know what I'm saying? It only happen like that no damn more.
It don't happen like that no more, man. I wish. If that was the case, I would be a rapping motherfucker in the mall, boy.
You in the mall, you know,
I'll be dropping down on everybody I see. Hey, yo! I'm battle rapping. I'm battle rapping you on public.
So what made you want to get into battle rapping?
Oh, man, the intricacy of the creativeness of a person's brain, bro, has just always been so intriguing to me. Like on a rhythm scale, like just how they do it, how they articulate themselves, how they, you know, take the time out. You have to really take some time out your life to write 3 rounds, probably 5 minutes of each round, and memorize it. Then if you're the kind of the dude like Charlie Clips or DNA, rebuttal this shit.
Right.
Like, nigga, I'm not gonna catch you in the beginning. I'm gonna catch you in the middle of the round. I'm gonna have it so fucked up to where I know what you're gonna say to me. Right. So that takes a lot of thought, bro. Oh, yeah. So with me being the kind of artist I was, like coming in and I'm looking at, you know, I'm a Smack DVD era fan. I'm from the beginning. Right. Like, you know, J Mills versus Murder Mook.
Murder Mook.
Charlie Clips versus Tay-Rock, the first battle. The first battle.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? K-Shine versus Shotgun Suge when they was on by the train station. I'm like,
and Loaded Lux.
When he used to go by Pop.
Come on.
Yeah. All that. We told Calico, man, you learn how to be a man. All that, man. But this, I love the culture of battle rap, man. I like what they got going on. And
I like where it's evolved to.
You know what?
Where it came from, where it's at now.
You know what shows me though too though?
What?
A lot of those dudes that battle rap either dropped out of high school, this just really shows in all the words like how smart we really are as a culture, bro. Like how like if what we put our time into that'll get us some money, like, and we know it's easy. We don't gotta go clock in to a 9 to 5. And I'm saying it's something as in rapping or battle rapping, how we could just keep creating.
Right.
So, you know, that just shows the world, like, don't count us out. Like, in a way, especially how the URLs is being more public with it, putting on BET, you know, putting on bigger platforms. Other than, you know, linking with Caffeine. So, you know, you got the whole world watching. You know what I'm saying? Then most of their battle events, they either trending topic number 2 or number 1. So it's like, you get to see really how creative, even we talking about guns blazing and this and coming at you, killing all this, but looking at how the plot is and how a person sets up, like, just, it's really poetry. Just battling a person. You know what I'm saying? You can really see how smart we are as a culture, bro.
Right, big facts.
You know what I'm saying? If people really tune in and listen, be like, damn. Be like, right, this man just broke down hypochondriac and made a bar out of it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or he called me a hypocrite, like a hippo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The breakdown of it just takes time. Time that other people feel like we don't put ourselves, like we don't have.
Right.
We're smart.
Right. And how they can make something so simple, the simplicity of something, but make it so hard.
Make it hard.
Yeah, make it hard. The schemes and
then how many times they be battling in the year doing this. Some people get prepared for about 2 weeks before the battle.
Right.
So if I want to challenge myself to answer your question, how I want to get in battle rap, people always say, bro, you can freestyle, you can do this, you can do that. So I want to challenge myself on that scale to see how I could pick apart another man's brain just off of words.
Off words, right.
That's really all I'm doing.
Right.
How can I pick him apart? And I may know he may be just as intricate as I am, but on the psychological scale, how can I pick him apart with my performance, my demeanor, what I'm saying to him?
His mind chess.
Yeah, just mind fucking him. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much.
Right.
But that's why I want to get in the battle rap. I want to put my pen against the greatest pens on this earth.
Big facts. I like that. Big facts. So, far as T goes, so songwriter.
Yeah.
Engineer.
Yeah.
Producer. Singer.
Nah.
No singing? No singing? Any little tune?
Harmonizer. Yeah, harmonizer. My homies in the back shaking their head like, nah, nigga, nah, we ain't like, nah. I need a square behind that. You got the squares. God damn, I got the squares.
Yeah.
Yo,
So, but
this man stay calling me Chris Brown, bro.
Stay calling you Chris Brown.
What?
Why they call you that?
Cause what?
Cause you dancing.
Nah, yeah, that too. Cause he's singing.
Singing everything.
They say I sound like him, but I don't feel like I do. Like an off-brand version. The off-brand version, probably.
The great value version.
The great value version. But hey, niggas. I bet you your bitch like it. Shit.
Right.
You
Facts.
feel me?
Big facts. Big facts.
Excuse my lady.
Big
But
facts.
she know the goddamn end go her. You know what I mean? So look.
Big facts. Big facts. Big facts. Big facts. So yeah, man. So making music, man. So it became easy to you, as far as like, you know, when you first started to now, it's like you got you know.
When I understood rhythm.
Right.
That's why I love Augusta, Georgia, and I love the people in it. I love the people I'm in. You, yourself, J.Paul, my brothers back there. You know what I'm saying? It opened me up to understand things differently from a rhythm, just the culture down here, bro. It's just black.
Right.
Just everywhere I go, when I'm riding around, like I'm formulating in my mind, and I'm getting in the studio and I'm releasing it. What I gotta do at work, what I see on an everyday basis, what I deal with from my biological mom and my biological father. You know what I'm saying? With, you know, my mama being a drug addict, and I'm not gonna hide it, you know what I'm saying? With me actually having to deal with certain things in my life that I never had to deal with before being adopted. So me seeing a certain part of my life opened me up to understand what I'm saying on the track. So it's natural. You know, it's hard to understand. Like before I wasn't as a good a freestyler. Now I'm freestyle. I can freestyle.
Right,
you know,
on point.
On point, like, and
right.
I don't write nothing no more. But
right.
what I feel writing is when I'm line for line, it's not like I'm going the whole track, you know, I line for line it. I feel like it's just writing without a pen.
Right, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
You know, as a coming down here and, you know what I'm saying, understanding what rhythm is, me and my Uncle Gant, who make beats, who's worked with Yin Yang Twins, did all that, you know what I'm saying, showing me how to understand music, you know, pushing me. That's what made me a better artist. What made me a better engineer is keeping at it.
Big facts.
And understanding rhythm. Just understanding like the sound, putting myself around relevancy. The people behind you are very relevant with their sound and their music.
Big
so
facts.
Me listening to the people that they like, the Young Boys, the Trippy Reds, you know what I'm saying? Okay, that's how they produce and make that shit sound. I can make that sound better. Just pushing myself literally on that aspect and having people around me that keeps me pushing, because I promise you, the way my spirit can get sometimes, it gets to a point where I can't even believe that I'm doing this. I can't even believe that I'm actually making music that sound like this. So I'm like, man, it sounds all right. Man, bro, like, man, you tripping. It sounds good. And then we go around other people, you know, like, were you recording off FL? Like, yeah. I'm like, bro, that sound good. That's not new. That's not new to me, so. That's not something I'm used to. I started doing this at 24. I'm 29 now. So, you know, I ain't been doing this my whole life. But from the time I'm doing it now, I like the progression that I'm seeing in myself.
Right.
So
big fact, man. Big fact, man. You gonna, you know, and we most definitely finna goddamn put you to work and goddamn put you in some shit, bro. Most definitely.
Right.
Put you in some stuff.
Nigga done caught me on camera. Nigga, what? Hit the blunt and the
cigarette at the same damn time.
You know, it's my first interview, so yeah, I appreciate you, J.Paul.
Man, no problem, King, man. No problem, man. So, what are some new music you got coming up? You just shot a video.
Oh, yeah. But, I found like Charles. Yeah. I've been wanting to do that on camera, bro. I swear to God, I've been wanting to do it on camera. I got my time, goddamn it. Yeah. You know. One eye, you know what I'm saying? Big eye motherfucker. Yeah. So shit, yeah. But yeah, we just shot a video last week, you know, by your boy right here.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Man, jack of all trades. But so yeah, we shot a video. We turned up. But I got 3 projects coming out that I've been holding my nuts on All Gold Everything, because I have songs on there that that's why the whole being a producer, that's what I'm saying, the progress. It's only been last year since I started the All Gold Everything project. And what I'm doing now sounds 10 times better than that. So I don't know if I should keep what I got But see, me listening to music, people like, yeah, it's the song hard, but I'm listening to the quality. I don't want to put two different qualities on the same album. You know what I'm saying? Like, some songs sound good as hell, and like it sound like
right. Facts.
So I've been
release some as mixtapes. Just drop,
release
them out there.
Yeah, I was going
the ones
to
that
separate
the low quality, just separate them. Just put that'd be a freebie.
But off of that though, I got 3 tapes coming out. I got me and Zay, the one my little brother who just left. We had dropped No Real Love 1, and we ended up. I think he said in a week we ended up with like 25,000 streams on it on No Real Love 1 off of Apple Music and Spotify.
Right.
But so we were like, okay, the people like it, so we're gonna come out with No Real Love 2. So we're dropping No Real Love 2 probably around Christmas. And then we got the Evil Twins with Skywalker and Genesis. That album's gonna probably drop a little bit after that. And then we got All Go to Everything, which is my single album. So I'm doing combination tapes with people, you know, just the network, put stuff out there, have different listeners.
Right.
So I'm gonna drop my All Go to Everything album at the end of all that, see how those 2 combined tapes work, and we're gonna see how that do. And I drop my single album and see if people fuck with me.
Bet, big facts. Okay.
But for right now, we dropping videos back to back. We about to just put it out there, then you know what I'm saying, drop them as singles after we drop the videos.
Big facts.
Yeah, we gonna really try to step on their neck going into 2023. I want to do it before I turn 30, man. So
big fact. All right, King, before we slide off on NewbieVeT, man, how can they get in contact with you for booking, for studio, and also is there any love you like to shout out?
Love, I want to shout out. I'm going to go with that first. I'm going to give a shout out. Scrap Iron, Uncle Gant. Love you, dog. That's my aunt. Pretty much showed me everything I know. You know, give a shout out at my homie, they be on one taking everything. Brother Playboy Zay, you know what it is. Genesis, Skywalker, the whole NBHMG, DripByGold, Dream Team, you know, we out here, man. You know, so, but where you can find me is Facebook, DemiGod, DezzyGold. If you want to book, go through my Instagram, TGold, TGOLD _ the legend, DALGLEGEND. Book me on TGold the Legend, $40 an hour, get your mix, your master. Want a beat, 50 to own. 50 to lease, 100 to own. All good music, man. Come check me out. CTC United.